Hi, my name is Emmanuel Madrid Rosete, and this is my spoken practice from June 15 to 19, in which it says that we need to record ourselves saying if we agree or disagree with a list of different issues about moral values. So the first uh, the first issue is that kidnapping and holding a child for ransom. I'm gonna be honest, I actually didn't understand what they meant because I already read a lot of these things and most of them look like crimes or something like that, because kidnapping a child and holding him for a ransom, it's something that I do not agree with, because that's not, okay. Then is politicians. Sorry, that's the second question. Is politicians to get money for themselves, using their influence to get a law passed which they know to be against the public's interest. Now, I think that there are a lot of politicians that do this. That they just want to get more money, so they do something that they know that it's against, what it's better for the people, but they just do it because of money. But I do not agree with it. That's something that I do not like or agree with. Then it's number three is smoking in lifts. Now this one is kind of weird for me because you know I actually do not care if people is smoking, so I do not agree with it, but at the same time, I don't care, let's say. But the only time that I think it would be important is if there can be a failure or something. Um, from what I have heard, I have seen that there's people that get banned from certain lifts for a certain amount of time because they are not allowed to get back in the lift for a decontamination period or something like that. So I suppose that as a society, people do not agree with it, but I haven't had the opportunity to be in a situation like that, so I cannot agree or disagree. Most of these I cannot totally agree or disagree because I haven't seen them or have been near. So whatever. The next one is buying sorry, stolen goods. Again, this is something that I do not agree with, but a lot of the time people just do it because it's cheaper. But that doesn't stop the fact that it was stolen. So yeah, the fifth issue is newspapers treating crime as news so as to make a known criminal appear heroic. Now, this I haven't seen in, people trying to make criminals heroic. What I have seen is people posting in the internet or in certain documentals and stuff like that, that where they say that certain people that did really bad things in the history of humanity, that they did nothing wrong, and they try to prove their values, and they try to prove that that person wasn't bad per se. But I do not agree with that. Crime is crime, and there is no way that you can say that it's heroic, right? Even the people that they fight for revolution and freedom and stuff like that, that doesn't stop the issue that they were criminals and that they stole and that they burned down a lot of buildings, historical buildings, that they killed a lot of people. So yeah, in the end, they are still criminals no matter what. Then it says number six is driving while well over the legal limit of alcohol. Again, this I cannot agree with because I think that that is something really dangerous, not only for yourself but for other people. My pa, he died in an accident, because of someone that was driving while drunk. So I do not agree with people that do this. The seventh issue is not voting in a national election. Now, this is kind of controversial or some kind of taboo, but I do not care if people vote or not because most of the time I feel like the people that vote, they have no representation or whatever. Or let's say, yeah, you can vote, but most of the time that vote doesn't count, or there's a lot of things in the political uh, in the political place issue, something like that, that I do not agree with. So I think that it doesn't matter if we vote or not. Uh, Number 8 is evasion by withholding important information. This is kind of dangerous to the people that does it, so I do not agree with. Because yeah, you are saving some money, but if they caught you, if they find out what you're doing, you're gonna be in real trouble. Question 9 is a no-brainer. It says cheating your partner. I think that that is one of the most disgraceful things that someone can do, and no one deserves to be cheated on. So I think that's something that I do not agree with. And the last issue is keeping cent. I suppose is cents of extra change given by a clerk by mistake. Here in Mexico, I have had the issue that sometimes people mess up whenever they're giving you the change, and they give you 10 pesos, or sorry, 20 pesos when they were supposed to give you 10. And I actually tell them, right, hey, you didn't, you gave it wrong. But sometimes I am on a rush and I just take the money that they give and I do not even count it. So sometimes they give me less than they were supposed to, and sometimes they give me more. But that's mostly because of my failure, that I was supposed to count it before leaving the store. So I do not agree with keeping the extra money, but if it was a mistake, that it wasn't intentional, that you messed up and you didn't count the money, yeah, it doesn't. It wasn't your fault. But if you know that they gave you more money than they should, then you should tell them, right?